GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Govi, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere. Remax, my device, my life, coming soon.
They were always there. I think they were very proud when I would do a show, a play, and after the play, people would come, the audience would come up and talk to me. So my mom would, I would notice that she would stand in the corner, feeling proud that people are praising her kid, her son.
I don't think she was ever aggressive where she was like, मैं अपने बेटी को, I won't let her live her dream. I think she's always been supportive, but she just kind of nudged me towards a direction of, there will be comparisons. It's not as easy as you think.
And also
Patra
it's-
just said that this is your best friend.
But it's not like she's like, I'm so proud of you. She spoke about the film for sure.
I think that it feels like I'm going back to my roots in a way, even though I haven't like lived in Hyderabad or spent that much time there. But I think that if you feel like in the north, mom is such a strong part of everyone's life and a part of every cinema lover's culture. In the south, it's like another level. There's so many things that I didn't know about mom that I'm coming to know. Being on these sets, there's so many people that she worked with that are on these sets that have stories about her. He's so sweet and so encouraging and magic on screen.
Sometimes dreams and families don't go along well, but many a times they actually bind together, and that's possibly the best thing that can happen to you. I always say that I am the biggest dream my family ever saw and lived, and I know that you both are also the biggest dreams that your family has ever seen. So yes, I happen to watch because अभी तो ये इंटरव्यू बहुत बाद आएगा, but अभी हमने ट्रेलर देख लिया, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. I feel like it's such a heartwarming trailer. So thank you, Janhvi. Thank you, Raj, for doing this for Galatta India. And firstly, when you talk about dreams and you talk about families, like I said, that we are all living our families' dreams in a huge way. Here, your father goes against your dreams, but in real life, when you had the aspirations of becoming an actor, how did your family support you? Were there any kind of limitations or restrictions?
Never, not at all. I think they were very, very supportive, and also it was a very organic process. It never happened one night. I told them. I started doing theatre in school, then started doing theatre in college, and before that only I realized I decided this is what I want to do. I want to be a film actor one day. But they were always there. I think they were very proud when I would do a show, a play, and after the play, people would come, the audience would come up and talk to me. So my mom would, I would notice that she would stand in the corner, feeling proud that people are praising her kid, her son. And then FTI acting course restarted after 28 years, and I told them I'm going to Pune to study acting there, and they're like, sure, yeah, follow your heart.
But you are from a film family, but your mom never wanted you to become an actor. How did you convince her then?
I think it took a bit, I think, but when she realized how much happiness I get from movies and how that's where my heart is. And I don't think she was ever aggressive where she was like, मैं अपने बेटी को, I won't let her live her dream. I think she's always been supportive, but she just kind of nudged me towards a direction of, there will be comparisons. It's not as easy as you think. But I think when she realized that my love for cinema, for movies is it's such a big part of who I am. I think that's when she realized कि घूम फिर के यही आने वाली है अभी.
But do you think that whatever she said was also true? That there's so many comparisons for both of you actually, in this world, it's a make-believe world where you're pitted against each other, even if there's no insecurities, even if there are no fights, they're always like, oh, this is happening, that is happening, XYZ. Does that get to you ever? That the criticism also and also the...
I think there's much more than what she imagined. She didn't know what being an actor in the age of social media was like. I think the environment that we're in right now is far more aggressive and intrusive, and I think mentally taxing than it would have been at that time. But no, I think now 5-6 years being in the industry, I don't feel as fazed by it as I once was.
What about you, Raj?
No, I don't take it seriously, to be honest. I'm also very busy working, and this is what I love. This is what I think about constantly, 24/7. So I don't want to waste my energy thinking about or reading comments. I don't do that.
You know, in an interview, in an old interview, you had rightly spoken about this whole angle of actors coming from film families and actors who are not from film families, and how opportunities should be equally divided and especially given to people who work really, really well. And you said that, you know, sometimes it feels bad to see like a bad actor in a bad film doing numbers. Today, when you sit with Janhvi in her generation has actually proven to be one of those who's, with her choices, changed people's opinions. And you have been doing that since the very beginning. You have had a different fight. Do you feel that, like, it's not a fight between actors who are from film families versus actors who are not, but media makes it out to be like that?
Yeah, of course. I think because they have to write about something. There has to be some conversation around. So that's where this whole debate started. My point on this whole thing was always the same since day one, that I want to see talent on screen.
Yeah.
I don't care where they're coming from. As long as somebody is talented, somebody is deserving, I would want to watch them.
But do you feel that you've lived your dreams, or is there any other bigger dream that you both have in life that you wish to live?
No, I'm definitely living my dream, but I'm sure the bigger dream would be just to do things that would surprise me also as an actor, to do those characters, to be a part of those stories, to maybe.
ऐसे कुछ बचा नहीं है राज।
बहुत है अभी बताऊंगा। To do
I
such
also want to
stories,
know
yeah.
this. क्या बचा है?
नहीं अभी बताना थोड़ी है वो क्या बचा है. Then also maybe to expand your horizons, because the world is coming smaller and smaller, by day. So maybe to also try and do international work if possible. Yeah.
Maybe you should play a gangster. वो जो rumor आया था आपके बारे में that you come from a gangster.
Not gangster, political.
Oh, but I think you should be like a gangster.
Like a gangster?
Yeah.
But is it a rumor? Is it happening for real?
Happening means he's not becoming a gangster.
No.
What?
If I'm playing a gangster in a
Oh, I
film.
thought you're talking about a
There's a
character.
rumor that he's from some
Political family, somebody said.
No. Not that. What? Any dream that you want to live that you haven't?
that I haven't. I think my dream is to be on a film set every day. The fact that I have a few off days in a month irritates me. I hope and pray that I'm on a film set, playing a character that I love, that I can learn from, being a part of a story that I feel strongly about. I hope I'm on a set like that every day. And I hope I'm in an environment where I'm constantly learning from the people that I'm surrounded by. Like, I think I underestimated what it means to be surrounded by artists that you really love and respect. Like, like the sets of Mahi, the fact that I could work with Raj, the fact that I worked with Pankaj sir and Gunjan and the other actors in the film as well. I think it's so invigorating.
And so many people in Good Luck Jerry also.
Yeah, all of fortunately, I think I've worked with great actors, and you learn so much. And I just think that a complete, honest artist, it's a lovely environment to be in. Like Dad would always tell me also that you need to surround yourself with as many, like my favorite time to spend with him is when, you know, at home, Javed Sahab, Shabana Khala, all of these, you know, people that he made so many movies with, they come home and they speak about their experiences and stories that, you know, hopefully they can make and that they made or almost got made, didn't happen, how one actor surprised them one day, Rekha ji ka wo performance, pata hai backstory, like all of these anecdotes, like I live for it, I love it.
You do know that I just interviewed your dad and he's extremely proud of you. He got emotional after you sent that audio message. I'll take you back to this conversation that we had during lockdown, which was just before Gunjan Saxena. And there was a lot of criticism before that. And you said in that interview, you had said that I just hope that my family feels proud of me in a little way after I do a few films. And I think it's been the same motivational factor for you, right? Like to see your loved ones feel happy and content and proud of what you have achieved or what you are doing in life. How important does it become for you? And do you feel like your family feels that sense of pride today with the kind of things that you're choosing for yourself, professionally, personally?
I'm sure, yeah, somewhere I'm sure they are proud. But they never tell me that. And also
Patra just said that this is your best film.
But it's not like she's like, I'm so proud of you. She spoke about the film for sure.
She watched it.
She watched it, of course. She loved it, absolutely loved it. As you know, we were telling earlier that she thinks it's one of my best films, or it will come in top 3 for sure. But family back home in Gurgaon, yeah, I'm sure they are proud. But I have told them very clearly when I come back home, I don't want you guys to treat me like anybody else, but who I've always been. So they never show any kind of extra effort to make me feel special.
But you do know that you're my mom's favorite.
I know, of
And
course,
if this
I
interview
know her,
happened 2
yeah.
days later, you would have your biggest fan loitering around to meet you, because I
know, I
think
met her. She's the sweetest.
yeah, I think you have that thing with families, I feel, and the family connect. What about you? Do you feel like your family has come around and actually feel that sense of pride for you? Because I saw that in Boni sir's eyes for sure.
I hope so, Nayan. I really do. I think that dad's always very emotional about anything that his kids do. So it's tough to gauge whether he's just being emotional or he really feels a sense of pride. I think that if nothing else, I know he's proud of the effort that I put in. But yeah, it's not like मेरी बेटी को it's not ऐसे बड़ा चढ़ा के नहीं रखते घर पे. I don't know who does that,
but some of the biggest films of your careers are coming out this year, and in terms of content, in terms of commerce, everywhere, like there's 3-2 after this. You have a host of films also. You have a host of films. Which one is coming right after, and how excited are you with the lineup? Because this is a quick interview, I had to ask you this.
No, I'm very glad for this year, 2024, because it started with Srikanth, and then
Yes.
Mrs Mahi, and then
That's
Stree.
a lovely film.
Thank you. Then Stree Part 2, and then, of course, Vicky Vidya ka Ola video.
Yes.
So there's variety of film. There's a genre of films. There's different characters in all of them. So that's what we live for. We want to play these amazing characters and work with great bunch of people in exciting stories.
Yeah. What about you?
what about me?
What are the films? There are so many films that have lined up. You know, I remember interviewing your mother in your house, in your Lokhandwala house, and she had told about her South films, and you know how she worked with the fathers and then their sons also, and
yeah.
everything. And she said, and I still have that interview. It was her DNA. That I wish that when my daughter comes in, she also gets an opportunity to work with different generations. And now you're doing so many South films also, with especially Devara and the one with Ram Charan. I think they're being talked about the most. How has been the experience with both of them? You have wanted to work with Junior NTR for the longest time.
Yeah, no, I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. I think I've said it on every platform that exists, how excited I am. I think that it feels like I'm going back to my roots in a way, even though I haven't like lived in Hyderabad or spent that much time there. But I think that if you feel like in the north, mom is such a strong part of everyone's life and a part of, you know, every cinema lover's culture. In the south, it's like another level. Just that से वो अपनाते हैं, it really feels like a homecoming.
Ask me, it's Galatta. I know it.
Yeah,
I see the change.
It feels like, I can't tell you the warmth, the
That's
love,
true.
the encouragement, and it's just rejuvenated this will in me. Not that it ever died, but कि मुझे इतना प्यार मिल रहा है, मम्मा को दिया, मुझे मिल रहा है. I need to just be 1,000 out of 100 just for them, just for these opportunities that they've given me. And even being on those sets, I think there's so much history, because there's so many things that I didn't know about mom that I'm coming to know. Being on these sets, there's so many people that she worked with that are on these sets, that have stories about her, that yeah, so it's
But how was
nice.
the NTR experience? Because of course you have been really, really wanting to do this, and I remember that conversation post Christmas that year ender, when we had spoken, and then it got announced, Devara.
Yeah.
How has the shoot been with him?
It's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun, I think, also because the character and the story is very different from anything that I've done. And he's so sweet and so encouraging and magic on screen. So yeah, lot to learn.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nan.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Govi, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere. Remax, my device, my life. Coming soon.